All right, Ariha in Syria's Idlib province has been battered by yet another airstrike, leaving at least about 11 people dead and several others injured. The Ariha is a rebel-held town in northeastern Syria, and the strikes are part of the government's continued offensive to thwart the rebels. Now, there are several videos that have in fact been doing the rounds on social media that show the White Helmets, a civil defense group that operates in rebel-held regions, providing aid to the strike victims. Now, dozens of people were left trapped under collapsed buildings after what is the second strike on the town in a span of a week. Ariha was pounded in an airstrike last Wednesday as well that left 10 people dead. The reports indicate that the latest strike was in fact on the town's main square. The airstrikes in Syria have been on the rise. The government, in alliance with Russia and the Iranian forces, has been stepping up the offensive on rebel-held regions. Remember, last Friday, the United Nations Human Rights Chief Michelle Bachelet had condemned what she called as international indifference over the strikes. The casualties from the strikes are indeed appalling, and just in the last 10 days, more than 100 people have been killed in the airstrikes, and most of these have been civilians. The Bachelet, in fact, went on to state that intentional attacks against civilians are a war crime, and that the people who ordered them must be held responsible.
As a matter of fact, I'm not a lawyer, but...
All right, let's now get you the latest in terms of what's been unfolding in Moscow, where the opposition leader, Alexei Navalny, has now been hospitalized after reports of being poisoned by an unknown chemical substance in prison. Now, Alexei Navalny was in jail serving his 30-day term for triggering the protests in Moscow when he showed signs of severe face swelling and skin redness. Now, at this point, the leader was taken to the hospital where doctors have indicated a possible exposure to an unknown chemical substance. Now, this has, of course, raised suspicions of a possible case of poisoning, and Navalny spokeswoman Kira Yarmish has also said that the leader has never shown signs of allergic reactions before. The protesters have managed to make their way to the hospital where Navalny was admitted, triggering a response from the police. The 12 people, including journalists covering the incident, were detained by the police. Moscow, of course, is seeing some of the biggest anti-government protests in recent years. Reports indicate that more than 1,000 people have been arrested by the police over the course of the weekend, and the people have been protesting against the exclusion of many opposition candidates in the elections to Moscow's city council. The council is currently controlled by the pro-Kremlin United Russia party, and as many as about 30 opposition candidates were disqualified from contesting. Almost about 3,500 people participated in the rally for free and fair elections.